So let's start with the next tutorial on AWS Data Pipeline. This is the third tutorial of this in this series. So AWS Data Pipeline, there is a no copy data sharing is another emerging data pipeline architecture being pioneered by Snowflake, that is secure data sharing, and Databricks, that is delta sharing. Unlike zero ETL, this process actually doesn't involve ETL and instead provides expanded access permissions to the data where it is stored. Remember, there aren't a binary choice. Most organizations deploy some or all of these data pipeline architecture. Common data pipeline solutions within the modern data stack. The modern data stack universe has a data warehouse, lake or lakehouse as its center of gravity with the numerous modular solutions that integrate with one another orbiting around it. If you zoom out to look across the entire data platform solution landscape, it can get confusing, land messy really quickly, although Lake FS does not do a nice job organizing it. See the picture below. Now that's why it can be more helpful to consider these solutions by the role they play within the modern data pipeline architecture. This is frequently referred to as a 5 or 7 layer depending on who can ask. Data stack like in the image given below. Now here are some of the most common solutions that are involved in modern data pipelines and the role they play. Data storage and pre-processing. Don't forget the SQL query code or whether language you are using with Spark. Is part of your data pipeline architecture. Data flows from table to table or data frame within your data repository, and query changes can dramatically impact quality and performance. Snowflake, the original cloud data warehouse. Snowflake provides a flexible payment structure of data teams, or a user pays separate fees for computing and storing data. Google's cloud warehouse BigQuery provides a serverless architecture that allows for quick querying due to parallel processing as well as separate storage, and compare for scalable processing and memory. Amazon Redshift, one of the most widely used options, sit on top of Amazon Web Services and easily integrates with other data tools in the space. Firebolt, a SQL-based cloud data warehouse that claims its performance is up to 182 times faster than other options, as the warehouse handles data in the lighter way thanks to new techniques for compression and data parsing. Microsoft Azure. Microsoft's cloud computing can trend in this list, common among the teams that leverage heavy window integration. Amazon S3, an Amazon storage service or structured and unstructured data. S3 gives you the compute resources to build a data lake from scratch. Databricks, the Apache Spark as a service platform, has pioneered the data lakehouse, giving users the options to leverage both structured and unstructured data, and offers the low-cost storage features of a data lake. Dremeo's data lake engine provides analysts, data scientists, and data engineers with an integrated self-service interface or data lakes. Data ingestion. Big data ingestion solutions include Fivetran, the leading enterprise ETL solution that manages data delivery from the data source to the destination. Singer, an open source tool for moving data from a source to a destination. Stitch, a cloud-based open source platform that allows you to rapidly move data from the source to the destination. Airbyte, an open source platform that easily allow you to sync data from applications. Data streaming ingestion solutions include Apache Kafka. Confluent is the vendor that supports Kafka. Then open source event streaming platform to handle streaming, analytics, and data ingestion. They also recently acquired Apache Flink, another streaming solution. Amazon Kinesis, a streaming solution from AWS that may be ideal for those utilizing Redshift as their data warehouse. Google Pub or Sub, a good GCP service that enables you to ingest streaming data into big data, data flakes, or operational databases. Google made waves last year when they announced the ability to stream data pub sub directly into the BigQuery without pipelines. Apache Spark, labeled as a unified analytics engine for large-scale data processing. Many leverage this open source solution for streaming use cases, often in conjunction with Databricks. Data orchestration. Airflow is the most common data orchestrator used by data teams. It is like a smart scheduler for your work data workflows. It helps you schedule, monitor, and manage the flow of data between different tasks or steps, making sure everything happens in the right order and at the right time. Other common orchestration solutions include Perfect, Dagster, and Mage. Data transformation. DBT, short for Data Build Tool, is the open source leader for transforming data once it's loaded into your warehouse. Data platform, now from the Google Cloud Data Platform, Data Form allows you to transform the raw data from your warehouse into something usable by BI and analytics tools. SQL Server Integration Service, that is SSIS, hosted by Microsoft. SSIS allows your business to extract and then transform that data from a wide variety of sources, which you can then later use to load into your destination of choice. Custom Python code and Apache Airflow. Before the rise of tools like DBT and Dataform, data engineers commonly wrote their transformations in pure Python. While it might be tempting to continue using custom code to transform your data, it does increase the chances of errors being made as the code. It is not easily replicable and must be rewritten every time a process takes place. Business intelligence and analytics. Looker, a BI platform that is optimized for big data and allows members of your team to easily collaborate on building reports and dashboards. Sigma Computing, a BI platform that delivers cloud scale analytics with the simplicity of a spreadsheet and for familiar data visualization. Tableau, often referred to as a leader in the BI industry. It has an easy to use interface. Mode, a collaborative data science platform that incorporates SQL, R, Python, and visual analytics is one single UI. Power BI, a Microsoft based tool that easily integrates with Excel and provides self-service analytics for everyone on your team. Data observability. Monte Carlo, the creator and leader of the data observability category, observability platforms reduce your data downtime up to 80% and make your data engineers 30% more time efficient by replacing static, cumbersome data testing with machine learning models that can help detect, resolve, and prevent data issues. Data catalog. Some organizations choose to implement data catalog solutions for data governance and compliance. Use cases. Data catalogs leverage the metadata generated through a modern data platform to provide descriptive information on critical data assets such as tables, key metrics, and more. Think of an automatically uploading encyclopedia for your data platform. Access management. You want to access, you want the data in your modern data platform to be highly available only to those who have a need to access it. Access management solutions have become more critical as a means to protect sensitive information and PII, as well as to avoid fines from data regulations such as GDPR or CCPA. Vendors in this space include Immunta. It removes the complexity of arranging, managing, and enforcing data policies so that organizations can speed up the access to data without compromising security. Big ID, a modern extensible platform for privacy protection and perspective across all data everywhere. Privacera automates data access, security, and policy management across multiple cloud services from a single unified interface. Okera provides multiple enforcement patterns and platform agnostic policy based data access control so policies are enforced consistently across all environments. Satori Cyber decouples security, privacy, and access control from the data layer, enabling data teams to move faster. And for all this doesn't include solutions come to data science pipeline architecture such as notebook, feature stores, meta stores, MLOps, and more. Data pipeline architecture best practices. Map and understand the dependencies of all your data pipeline using an automated data lineage solution. No human can keep track of all the different dependencies within a complex data pipeline, and documentation, when it exists, rarely gets the job done. Without the context, your data team will either unintentionally commit breaking changes or petrified to change anything for fear of causing havoc downstream. Design your data pipeline so it is modular and automated. Your team will need to make frequent changes to a simple modular pipeline that is easy to change is often better than the perfect pipeline that needs to be completely refactored each time data changes at the source. While open source data pipeline solutions are attractive from a cost perspective, keep in mind the cost of maintenance. Integrations are typically lagging and teams can spend more time so the architecture can get than getting the value from it. Create data pipeline. SLA, service level agreements. It's crucial to match the data pipeline architecture to the use case. Do your consumers need their data refreshed every second, minute, hour, or day? That will likely determine if your data pipeline architecture will feature stream, micro batch, or batch ingestion. Does data quality need to be high? Will traditionally, will directionally accurate suffice? Codifying these expectations keeps all parties accountable. Let the data drive the data pipeline architecture. Most data teams will be handling mostly structured data for analytical purposes, making a data warehouse based data pipeline architecture as a natural fit. Some data teams may be handling more structured data for data science use cases and consider a data lake. Others may have to create more custom built architecture as Netflix Studios senior data engineer Dow Me told us about this time at NATO, which develops AI software for driver safety. There, the main data types are handled here were telemetry and video from the dash cams. Our stage and infrastructure paradigm was built around how we could best process this data, while essentially meant a lot of homegrown builds because commercial options doesn't exist, he said. Create data products. Data as a product is a shift in thinking of introduced in Zhamak Deghani data mesh concept. A data product is a data set or data asset, typically important tables or a dashboard that holds significant value for the company. Data products are discoverable, secure, governed, trustworthy, high data quality, and interoperable. Continuously review and optimize cost. Poorly written and degrading queries are not only expensive, but they can create data reliability issues as well. Check out some helpful strategies for optimizing Snowflake costs and identifying these problematic queries. Make pipelines important. If you don't make your pipelines important, meaning that executing an operation multiple times reduces the same result as executing it once, they can prevent inconsistent or duplicate data. Data pipeline architecture diagrams from real data teams. JetBlue data pipeline architecture. Jet JetBlue's data pipeline architecture balances multiple data sources and data freshness requirements. Snowflake tasks are used for real-time loading in lieu of more traditional streaming data pipeline architecture. Fivetran is used to batch ingest data which lands in Snowflake and is transformed by dbt and monitored for quality by Monte Carlo. Databricks supports its ML and AI use cases. Fox Networks data pipeline architecture. Fox's data pipeline architecture is designed for resilience and reliability in alignment with the network's goals. When you are airing the Super Bowl, you want everything to run without a hiccups. As such, reliability tools such as Datadog, application performance management, Monte Carlo, data observability, and pager duty incident management are all present. You can also see a robust streaming and micro batch architecture with Spark and various AWS services which given their need for real-time data. Fox's VP or data services Alex Trevor Doyle told us his data pipeline architecture is designed with self-service in mind. Everything else, especially within data discovery and your ad hoc analytics, should be free, said Alex. We give you the source of the data and guarantee it's trustworthy. We know that we are watching those pipelines multiple times every day, and we know that the data inside can be used for X, Y, and Z. So just go ahead and use it how you want it. I believe this is the way forward, striving towards giving people trust in the data platform while supplying them with the tools and skill sets they need to be self-sufficient. Thank you.